In order to be successful in anything, you have to have the knowledge of the landscape and how it works. Okay, today I'm going to teach you about lead generation specifically in the mortgage industry. Have you ever wondered why a lead generation company ties you up in a 3 to 4 month contract? It's because it takes at least 90 days for you to begin to start closing deals. Okay, so for those of you expecting to close a loan within your first month or even your second month, most likely not going to happen. Okay, that's not how lead generation works. It can happen, but even if it doesn't, that's okay, because as long as you follow this roadmap, you should have a lot of pre-approvals and active loans in your pipeline by that time. Okay, I'm going to give you the exact blueprint to follow in order to see results. So guys, if you don't follow that blueprint, I can't help you. Okay, guys, the system you're about to be using is the same system that got Michael Berger $33 million in volume from Beachline Mortgage. It's the same system that got Trevor Gravink $84 million in volume. You have just been equipped with all of the same tools. But I can't stress this enough. None of what I just said matters if you aren't going to commit at least 90 days. Okay, not trying this for at least 90 days defeats the purpose of signing up for this in the first place. So if you think you're going to quit within these first 90 days, I'm respectfully asking you to leave right now. Please don't waste our resources and time of our coaches. We only want to work with thick-skinned, determined, and motivated people. And if that's not you, that's okay. But I'm telling you right now, so there's no excuses, this will not work if you don't follow the 90-day roadmap. I repeat, this will not work if you don't stay at least 90 days. Now, let's talk about this 90-day roadmap. Month 1 is all about seasoning your pixel, okay? Around month 2 is when your pixel is finally optimized. Hopefully you've reached the 100 lead club by then, and you can start making changes to your campaign for better lead quality. And around month 3 is when we really hit peak optimization and things begin to snowball. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what to expect every single month of this roadmap. This way, there are no excuses. Bookmark this website, refer back to it. If you follow these instructions and still fail, you may have to look for another job. Okay, let's talk about your month 1 objective. Okay, your month 1 objective is to season your pixel. Now, how do we achieve the first step of seasoning our pixel? We got to get to the 100 lead club. Okay, your first task is to generate 100 leads in these next 30 days. Okay, and there's a few reasons why this is good. Number 1, after you hit 100 leads, your pixel has collected enough data, so now you can switch to long form leads and target smaller and more concise areas to get better lead quality. Okay, number 2, we're building a foundation for your book of business. Eventually, we want to have enough leads in your database so that you don't even need to run ads. You can simply text and call all of the leads that you already have in your database. So guys, here are your instructions for month 1. Number 1, in order to generate 100 leads and complete your month 1 objective, you're going to need to spend $35 a day in ad spend. Okay? $35 a day should get you about 100 to 120 leads by the end of the month, possibly sooner. Now, can you spend less? Yes. The absolute minimum you should spend on a campaign is $20 per day. But you're only hurting yourself if you do that, right? Guys, if I'm spending $20 a day, it's going to take me significantly longer to reach the 100 lead club, which is a milestone we need to hit before we could do any real targeting. Okay, so don't be that lead hacker that cancels before they hit 100 leads. Okay? Those people, I mean, we kind of make fun of you guys. We have a wall of shame. It's like, hey, we gave you the instructions. You agreed to it. You can't follow it. And you're canceling off of lead quality when we told you the first 100 lead quality or the first 100 leads are going to be some of the worst quality leads that you see throughout your entire journey. Somehow it just goes in one ear and out the other. Don't be that guy. In fact, don't be the lead hacker that quits before 90 days are up. You look foolish. Guys, the worst type of lead hackers you can possibly be, I don't even want to call these people lead hackers because they haven't earned that right, are the people who watch this video, hear me say, Your first month is going to be the worst lead quality you see throughout your entire journey, and then think to themselves, yeah, I'm going to spend $10 a day and see how I like it and see how I like the leads. And then a month later, they've generated 25 leads and they have the audacity to say, well, I'm canceling because the lead quality is bad. Yeah, no shit. No crap, right? Keep in mind, guys, please, your first month is going to be some of the worst lead quality you see throughout your entire journey because your pixel is not yet optimized. Now, at the beginning of month 2, that's where the fun begins, right? Because we've generated 100 leads, now we have a good foundation. And most importantly, we can start making changes to our campaigns to get better lead quality. So again, month 1, those were the worst leads you're going to see throughout your entire journey, but I promise it gets better. Now, let's talk about month 2. Guys, month 2, as long as you're using our system correctly, you're going to have a good feel for the types of leads that you're getting. Okay, you're going to have a big enough sample size where we can really start making decisions around changes to your campaigns. Okay, so typically in month 1, after you hit 100 leads and you've called all them, you're going to be experiencing one of 2 issues, and it's important for you guys to take note of these issues. Okay, in your first month, pay attention to this. Number 1, the first issue you might see will be around contact success rate or intent. Okay, this means either you're not talking to a lot of people or the people that you speak to are not high intent, meaning, maybe they don't remember you filling out a form or they seem very surprised that you called them, right? The solution to this is to switch your campaign type to a landing page campaign, which means a long form lead, okay? So what this landing page does for you, which is a funnel, it puts your leads through a survey that extracts critical information from the leads, such as credit score, annual household income, how much they're looking to borrow, when they're looking to borrow, if they rent or own, if they work with a realtor or not. Okay, this is much different than the short form leads you were getting in month 1. Okay, once the lead fills out the form and answers all of the questions, then they can enter their name, phone number, and email. Okay, this is going to make the lead much higher intent because we're actually making these leads jump through hurdles to get to you. Okay, that's how you solve issue number 1 around contact success rate or intent. Now, number 2 is another issue, right? It's a bit more tricky. Guys, we want high incomes, high loan amounts, great credit scores. But the fact of the matter is nobody in the United States of America is allowed to target by any of those things due to the Fair Housing Act. Okay, targeting by those things are not an option on any platform. Now, there are some workarounds, right? That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, the first thing I would do if I wanted a higher quality lead when it comes to income or credit or loan amount is I would target affluent neighborhoods. Okay, I want you guys to think of the richest neighborhoods in the state and target those. Okay, you can actually target multiple cities at a time, which I highly recommend because you generally want to keep your audience size large to get in front of enough people. So if there's 5 cities, you want to make sure you have at least 400,000 people as far as population goes among those 5 cities. And that should help you make improvements on things like income and loan amounts. Okay, another option would be to change your ad. Right? Take a look at the ads in our ad library. Some of them imply having better credit scores. Some of them even imply you need a more steady income, right? A lot of the occupational campaigns do have advantages because like the first responders or the teachers campaigns, at least we know those people are employed. However, sometimes they may get mistaken for down payment assistance programs, so be aware of that. Okay, month 2, continue to make your dials and gain momentum, and by the end of the month, we should have about 200 leads, and we can start our ascent into month 3. Okay, month 3, we are finally here. Okay, guys, this is the beginning of when things really start clicking on all cylinders. Okay, we should have a pretty good book of business now. Okay, the lead quality should be improving based off the changes you've made to your campaigns. And now what we want to do is we really want to turn on the jets. So the first thing I would do in month 3 is send out a mass text to every lead generated in month 1. Okay, this mass text is going to try and get them to schedule appointments with you. So not only are you going to have all of the leads we generate in month 3, but you're also going to be making money off of all of your aged leads, right? All of the leads that you generated in month 1. Maybe some people weren't ready to move for a few months, and this is where we capitalize, right? This way we can reignite any leads who fell through the cracks in month 1. We're going to want to do this every single month moving forward. So month 4, you would send out a mass text to all the leads you generated in month 2. In month 5, you would send out a mass text to all the leads that you generated in month 3. This is going to have a snowball effect on your business and ensure that you're getting all of the meat off the bone. Okay, remember guys, success is found between month 3 and month 4, and month 3 is when you hit peak optimization. Guys, if you follow this roadmap, you will not fail. Okay, the only way you can fail is quitting within your first 3 months. That's failing. Okay, if you're planning on quitting in your first 3 months, I would say leave now. Okay, because as we said earlier, it takes 90 days across the board with any lead gen company to see consistent results in Facebook. But what are your other options? Because if your pain tolerance is so low that you can't stick with us, the cheapest option in lead generation that exists, for at least 3 months, you're not going to stick with anyone, which means lead generation will never work for you. Every single option out there is 10 times more in cost and service fees. So again, guys, if you don't have the pain tolerance for the most affordable option that exists, then what the heck do you have the pain tolerance for?